Rock and
Hello,
roll.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am kcStranger. I am joined by my three hot and ready players, and this is the Crystal Tomb. As always, the Crystal Tomb is brought to you by XSplit Broadcaster and by Tractor Blonda. Tonight, also brought to you by Kona Brewing. Um, Shout out. Um, so last time, the party trained for 7 weeks in the Feywild. Through meditation and training, Kane not only built up his skill, but also found a degree of peace. Kane also informed Tirsa during this time that he was intending to leave the Adder's Fang. That did actually happen out of session, but that happened. Meanwhile, Colleen plunged into her studies. She journaled, drew a bit in hopes of sharing her tales with Dweelig, her friend from back in Tindos. She gathered several new undead, and the party shared one of the more curious tea parties ever to have taken place, or so one can only assume. Meanwhile, Fallon actually sought to kick his drug habit. After going through a very trying time, he ultimately did succeed in this. He also used the time to train, to write some letters to Anya, and with Colleen's help, to develop his gnome salts into a weapon. At last, the party left, Tirsa traveling with them. Returning to their ship, they found that time had not only passed more slowly for them in the Feywild, as they'd expected from Asura's words, but actually, or time had not done that, but rather over 2 months had passed since they left. They caught up with their companions, and Kane spoke seriously with Tuli and pointed her to his father's home in the elemental plane of air should things go badly. Then they met up with Aswindi and plotted a course toward the Goliath they'd rescued from the watchtower, and plotted a course towards the Ashal base in the Achiel tundra. When we last left off, the party was approaching the Harlosa cliffs, towering crags of rock that stretched over a mile into the sky, barring access to the tundra. When the party was finally close enough to survey the land properly, they couldn't see the end of it. The cliff disappeared into the fog. You sail for hours more, carefully scouring the coast for any place that could serve to shelter a ship. But the austere wall of rock seems to hold no refuge. Finally, though, you do find a place, a narrow, winding channel of rock between two great cliff faces. Deep, but barely enough to shelter your ship. At least the water seems calm, buffered, from the turbulent seas by a long meandering inlet. So basically, you sailed into sort of a large crevice in the rock where the water sort of comes in a ways. As you finish the work of anchoring the ship, you sort of breathe a sigh and then settle down to a modest dinner. You eat. The sun is setting by this point. And finally, Tirsa looks around at everyone and says, "So, I imagine we'll be leaving in the morning then." She thinks for a moment and says to Swindy, "I'm presuming the tundra is rather cold, yes?" And he nods. She looks at the rest of your group and says, "Well then, a few things. First of all, I think there's the matter of, well, perhaps just warm clothing to attend to. And second of all, how to avoid notice by the Ashal. Hopefully we've weakened their scrying, but I imagine around their base they might have extra defenses."
Well, they're not scrying on us now. Or at least not me now. But we have those potions that let us cast magic without being noticed.
You do also, the three of you do also have that thing you picked up from the Kalai Isles that any kind of, weak passive magic they have set up around the fortress would, uh, Fallon, sorry, would shield you from that.
And there was a spell I have, or don't have, that I almost took that would have helped with this.
At the mention of the potions, Tirsa says, you have something to shield you, Kane. Would you mind if I had one of those? I'll purchase it off you if needed.
Oh no, sure, I don't really. Hey Casey,
Mm-hmm.
does my new stuff count as like magic, or like because it's key, you know?
It so like when you use spells with it, it still counts as a spell. You're just using key to
Mm,
cast it. The book
I
does
only have
describe it as a
okay.
spell.
Back in characters. I only have the one. But I think we maybe have some extras. I kind of look at Colleen, the bag of holding. Do we have more of those potions?
You have 5 potions of non-detection in the bag.
Did we take any off? Did you?
No.
Can we say we ransacked his inventory before he left?
Unfortunately, no. I just knowing his character, I think he would object. For what it's worth, though, he wasn't actually carrying any.
Okay. Well, I do want to point out that I feel like every other character leaving, somebody like got to take all their inventory.
Yeah, well, the other people who knew they were leaving specifically made mention of handing off their stuff before they left. Like
But
Alistair
that
did
good
that.
old quiz.
Halal's stuff was left to the side. Quizmiligus made no mention of any such thing, and he was here, so.
That dirty bastard. Quiz Milligus. Hmm. We had warm clothes, didn't we?
Once upon a time, some of you got rid of them. Some of you might still have them.
We get rid of them?
Also, everyone roll an intelligence check.
Why you gotta do me like that, Casey? My first roll intelligence.
Pretty sure I put my warm clothes in the bag of holding because they were heavy. And I am weak.
Well, it seems like I might have sold mine then. 'Cause I don't have any.
Those intelligence checks,
Right.
though. Okay,
Don't judge
Colleen,
me.
carrying the party. It does occur to you that you also picked up some enchanted clothes from Nab's Palace, and you haven't actually checked on what those do.
Hit from DM. Because we are not bright. But our characters are.
Brave, did you hear me?
No, my roommate is babbling.
Oh, do you need a moment?
I don't know.
Let me know when you're ready. Meanwhile, we will just hold.
I hate my
You
job.
could just go in guns blazing, guys. Or crossbows blazing.
I think this is more about us getting there without being frozen. Popsicles.
Let's tend to this though for a moment. So Kane, Tirsa has asked, would you mind if I perhaps bought one of those potions off of you?
Here, just take it.
Oh, excellent, thank you. I'll handle that.
We don't need one for Digi no more. He ain't here. Quiz really gets pieced out at the 20-yard line.
It's true. Red zone.
Oh god. I don't know if I'll make it to the end zone to touchdown though. Fucking making a whole weekend. Why? Fucking.
Okay.
And everyone just
All right.
calls
So
chemistry.
we were talking about the matter of warm clothes clean, and I mentioned that you remember that you picked up some enchanted clothes from Mab's palace, and that you haven't checked on what they do.
Did we?
Yes, you did. You have 8 sets of them in the bag of holding.
Alright. Let's check out the weird clothes.
Okay. By checkout.
Identify.
All right. You cast Identify on the clothes, and you realize that they do, in fact, lend immunity to any kind of ill effects due to temperature.
Huh.
And you have them
What
in
about-
various sizes as well.
But what do they look like, Casey?
Just
All
like
8 sets.
normal black robes with like a light blue trim.
All right.
I mean, it's like, and when I say robes, I mean more like loose fitting shirts and pants, like functional enough.
I put on the functional pants and shirt. Look at that.
Now wait a
Right.
minute. You also have a cloak and a very stylish coat. You can't wear all these things at once. So if you want, I will allow that you might change clothes before you get into the action. But just keep that in mind. Like, as long as you're traveling on the overworld, if you're wearing this, you're not going to benefit from either of those.
Either of what?
Either your, like, stealth check advantage.
I haven't had stealth check advantage since I put the cloak on. You
Right.
told me I couldn't have both.
Correct. Or your spell reflect thing. You can't have those while you're wearing the worm clothes.
But
Or
I
wait a
can't-
minute. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm adding this all up in my mind. No, actually, never mind. You totally could. They're clothes, not coats.
it's a hoodie. I put it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Actually,
Okay,
never mind.
thank you.
I thought about it, and it's fine. Okay, so cool. If it's all right, then are you all putting those on?
I don't think that it would hurt. Well, no, wait.
All right, my only point is for inventory management, they weigh 2 pounds. Does anyone not, like, you'll need to stick that in your inventory.
Oh gosh.
For anyone
Do I
who's
lose the
wearing-
benefit of my snazzy robes that you gave me to wear these?
No, I'm just allowing that these are like clothes, not
Magic coats.
coats.
Okay.
2 pounds.
Correct.
Also, for bookkeeping purposes, I didn't put a weight to the standard armor, but I also didn't remove my other armor. I just assumed they weighed the same.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Also,
So Fallon, are you in on this as well?
Yes.
Okay, so I've deducted 4 sets of clothes from the bag of holding.
I'm
since you're all putting that on.
encumbered.
Well,
I don't need this holy water.
we do have a bag of holding over here.
Yeah, but what do I sacrifice?
I
buy
will
holy water.
let you
Some-
figure that out.
This gaudy coat weighs 3.
In the meantime, oh yeah, it's a big gaudy coat. Be glad it doesn't weigh more. No, okay, I'm just kidding. All right, so yeah, you're sort of anchored here. Gonna be, spending. Well, okay. Does anyone want to object to the idea of leaving in the morning?
Morning sounds good.
All right, cool. And does anyone have anything in particular that you need to do before bed?
I don't recall if I'm wearing this
Brush
elven
my
chainmail or not.
I don't think so. The robe requires you to not be wearing
Yeah.
other armor. So if you want to
That's what I
benefit from the
thought.
robe, you wouldn't be wearing it.
So let's put that in the bag of holding, because that's 8 fucking pounds.
Yeah, that should free up a lot. Okay, but yeah. So anything in particular before next morning? All right,
Hold on.
cool.
Hold
So
on. Do we have to take off our armor to wear these magic?
no. They're just clothes.
Okay. Sorry. I got
Yeah.
confused.
Well, I got confused for a little bit too, frankly. So it's fine.
Fallon wants to brush his teeth.
All right. So. Huh?
Yeah,
I
no.
typed in chat that Fallon wants to brush his teeth before bed.
Oh.
He says, "Is there anything else you want to do before bed?"
All right. Fallon, roll sleight of hand.
Stealth
Okay,
brush. Stealth
working
brush.
on it. There it is.
Yeah, it's a thoroughly adequate toothbrushing. Like 3.5 out of 5. You've had better, but your teeth are clean.
8 out of 10 doctors approve.
Something like that.
Not 9. 8.
All right.
Kirsten, do you have any? You're joining us here, correct?
She nods.
And the rest of you on the ship. Who all is coming exactly?
The rest of them sort of look at each other, and then finally, Tuli pipes up, and says, "I think we'd best leave it to you."
Okay, I just thought someone on one of these guys said they were coming too, but I forgot.
Oh, yeah, actually, as Swindy nods and steps up and basically says, I'll, of course, be guiding you to the location.
All right. Well, the rest of you, I'd suggest if you feel safe hanging out by the cliff, it's good. If you feel safe moving elsewhere, it's also good. Julie and I have sending stones, so if anything goes sideways or need to mate elsewhere,
Tirsa says, I think a few of, I at least know the teleport spell. If they stay here, we know the location. It should be fairly easy for us to return once we're done.
well, I'm sure it's about just pointing out that if they have to move for any reason, they can let us know
Good point.
via sending stones. Also, I have so many fucking sending stones, guys. Like, I don't remember where half these go. Alright, well, let's get some rest. We got big day tomorrow.
Indeed. You all settle in. It is indeed rather cold. There are not really many blankets left unused on the ship by the time everyone's fallen asleep. But you do pass the night, wake up the next morning, share breakfast, and then at last you are looking up at a very tall cliff, ready to figure out a way up. I also, let me mention, Colleen has 3 ghouls, 2 zombies, and the sum of her failures, which are also staring up the cliff.
Fucking Christ, I forgot about that. Oh god.
What are the sum of her failures?
It's a skeleton.
Oh, I was hoping it was like 15 bodies melded together.
Oh god.
15 riding horses melded together.
And you're like a disharmonious chorus of nays.
Right.
Ghostly nays.
Oh, that's nightmare fuel right there.
It's coming now.
So what was the plan? I think this thing about birds and teleporting. Kalina has a copy and she was gonna send it up and then use it to
Cast teleport or
rest.
portal or something.
Yeah, I could do that.
I thought that was the plan.
But Casey was talking about how it's so foggy or too tall you can't see though. Do you got to see?
Well, you have to reach the top.
That's what the clone's for. You
Yeah,
fly
if you
around
can-
with your steed. Your flying steed.
If you take the zombies and the clone up, she can see up there, and then I will know exactly where we need to go.
We gotta use some sort of creature to get up there.
Yeah. I think you're gonna summon some shit.
Yeah.
Fly us up. To fly some people up.
Well, could I just do the great owl or the big owl?
Yeah, that could carry a single person.
Only one.
I thought you said it was two.
No,
What
I
if the
said
Mercer
one.
let 2 people fly?
Hold on, let me go back to my audio tapes.
But
Kidding.
Mercer.
Is one enough?
No.
Why not?
Can you make something bigger?
Oh yeah, but why do we need to if you just have to have the clone go to make the portal?
How many can you tell? Okay, how many do we have total? We got us 3, Tirsa, Gamork, that guy who's showing us around, and then Kaleem's like 5 fucking zombies.
6. So it's
6,
12,
yeah.
12
Fucking
bodies to
zombies.
get up.
And then Kaleem's clone. So 13 total. How many can you teleport?
8.
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. How many can a Quetzalcoatl say? And if you say less than 4, because you said 4.
Quetzalcoatl is how large? Let me look that up.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a comfortable ride for the zombie.
Yeah, like fucking just tie them together, do it like a ball.
Okay, Quetzalcoatl is a huge beast, which is
You're a
gonna
huge
be
beast.
3, I'd say. And also your spell lasts for like an hour, so you could do multiple trips.
True.
Well, multiple trips, you wouldn't even have to use teleport for that.
Okay.
We can play it by ear. We'll send the clone up first, see how long it takes to get up there.
I mean, is it a problem for you to use the spell slot for that, just to speed it up, or does it?
Speed it up.
Well, I'm just saying. I assume if we teleport or portal up there, then that'll be faster than having one Quetzalcoatlus do several round trips.
How long will we have to walk once you get up there to get to the Ishal? Turn to the guy.
So yeah, you would have gone over this previously. You've got about this far to go.
What is that in hours?
54 miles. Depends on how quick of progress you make.
Someone who's good at math, do math for me. This is Kane speaking, but also.
Sorry, I was reading the what if I cast at higher levels, because I have 5th level spells now, 2 slots, and so if I cast that at a,
I'd say hold on to the 5th until we get to like fighting stuff.
I was just trying to see what it says. I get
twice as many with the 5th level.
Okay. Why do I only have? I want.
Yeah, I'll also mention you've got 54 miles to go. So unless you run into trouble on the tundra, which is certainly possible, you'll probably be camping for at least one night before you get there.
That was the question.
Unless you have a way of speeding up the trip, of course.
Okay, so using spell slots to get up this cliff is not an issue. If it takes us more than a day to get to where we're going.
Well, so I just.
Y'all just rest up.
So okay, fine. Let me just. Okay, so. In Gamork, conjure Quetzalcoatluses.
Quetzalcoatli?
Yes. So like if you cast it at 3rd level, you can make 2 between the two of you, and if you cast it at 5th, you can make 4.
Yeah, I screw it. Let's do it at 5th level.
Okay. So
Brings everybody 3, 6. That's 12. That's exactly the number, right?
It is.
Let's go.
So you're all sort of standing around trying to work it out. Finally, Fallon says, "Yeah, let's just do this." He and Gamork, do symbolic high five, conjure 4
We do a good boy handshake.
Quetzalcoatluses. Yeah, there you go. And then Fallon just sort of turns back to you all and shrugs. You all pile on. 2 of these Quetzalcoatluses are just laden with various undead. Let
Sure, they
me
love that.
mention. Yeah, and you're all rather uncomfortable. But
Oh, my nuts.
I mean, 'cause these are, not exactly like trained beasts of burden or anything. But you manage it. You all pile on. You look
But are
back.
they rough on the groin?
But are they what?
What?
Rough on the groin.
Excuse me. Yes, that's how they carry you for the
Does it
long
hurt?
flight up. That's the
Does-
only spot that
does-
their talons grasp on you. You could have stood on their foot and grabbed their leg, but no.
Oh, I thought we were on the back.
That's what
Oh,
I was
okay, sorry.
I
presuming.
was like,
But I mean, I suppose like in order to carry more people
Oh,
more
they-
easily, they might like grasp one. So like maybe they've all like got a ghoul in their talons.
yeah, they don't want those ghouls in their backs.
But yeah. So finally, you
So, yeah.
all lift off, and you are flying up into the air. You let me see here. What is their speed actually? Their flying speed is 80 feet. They can dash because they're just
400.
focused on flying, so that's 160. So let me see exactly how long you're going to be flying up here.
Casey, bring out the calculator.
Yep. Okay. So first of all, as you soar up in the air and the cold wind rushes past you, you realize that your hold is ever so slightly tenuous. I need everybody to give me athletics checks.
Oh Lord.
I think this is gonna happen. He's gonna make me roll athletics. This Casey really hates me.
Oh,
Come
my
on.
my character is fine.
Oh,
You guys.
what was that? Wait, who'd you roll for? Oh, Tirsa.
What am I doing? Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there like another guy, Casey, that you're playing?
Oh yeah, Swindy. Oh, interesting.
I'm gonna
Um,
say that Gamort can see me. I
Yeah,
guess this isn't a saving throw, is it?
no, it's a check.
Um,
All
I
right.
think he just gets advantage on saving throws.
Let me
Um,
see here. Oh, this one is going to be in here.
Is that Tirsa's roll or that Goliath's roll?
That's Tirsa. Let me see here. He is going to be, spoiler, he just has like a, that's because he's in here. That's right.
He's a filthy peasant.
Yeah, he just has an NPC stat block.
Filthy Fulcrum peasant. But with some
see.
Goliath strength thrown in there, right?
Well, so he is good at this in particular. All right. Colleen, we have undead. Let me see. 4 of them are going to be in talons. So roll for 2 of your undead.
All right.
You got this, undead.
All right. So let me see here.
So many threes.
I'm
Seriously.
just gonna randomly assign some things here. All right. So as you fly up, you're soaring up for a full minute, and you still can't see the top of the cliff. This is pretty impressive. As this happens, let me see here. First, you notice what? I guess actually, let me see here. Okay, on the back of one of them, we've got Iswindi, Colleen, and the sum of your failures. So Colleen, the sum of your failures starts to slip.
No, not
off of the back of the Quetzalcoatl. Go ahead and roll me a strength save
for myself or him.
for yourself to try to pull him back up.
Heck.
Not your failures.
Strength save, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Big money, no whammies. Let's go. You got this.
All right. You reach out, you grab a hold of the skeletal arm and yank him back up. Some of your failures grasp firmly onto the back of the Quetzalcoatlus, maintaining its hold. Although, wait a minute, actually.
Quetzalcoatlus Prime.
No, wait, this wouldn't work because there's only 3 of you on each. But you know what? Okay, we'll just roll with it. So yeah, some of your failures is back up, but then mere moments later, you feel yourself starting to slip. After the strain of pulling some of your failures back up, roll me a strength save for the sum of your failures.
You're a monster.
You're a monster.
Oh, and in the ultimate display of, I know this is a gender term, but the Brotherhood of Man and Elf and Undead.
And
You reach down. The sum of your failures reaches down, and you grab a hold of the bony hand, and it pulls you back up, just as you pulled it back up. And as you gaze into its empty eye sockets, you could swear you saw a wink and a smile.
I'm so proud.
All right. You sail up for a minute more. Finally, you do see the top of the cliff, distant. It's at this moment, though, that Gamork, his paws having sort of a tenuous hold on the back of the Quetzalcoatlus, start to slip. Fallon, strength save.
Working on it.
Quetzalcoatlus
Oh, I have it
Prime.
open. There it is.
All right. Yep. You reach down and you.
Oh, that was Gamork's strength save. You wanted
Oh, yeah. Need it for Fallon. Sorry.
I forgot this was a saving grasp.
Oh, okay. Totally works. You reach down and you grab a hold of the collar, arresting Gamork's fall, yank him back up onto the back of the Quetzalcoatlus, secure him there.
I wanted Clean to fall so Gamork could fall too and turn and shapeshift into a Quetzalcoatlus.
I figured that's probably what would have happened, but
My
you
finger
made the
was
save.
hovering over the spell card.
I will
That's funny.
telekinesis myself, thank you.
That's funny. All right. You soar upwards. It winds up taking exactly 225.4125 seconds for you to reach the top of the cliff based on its height and your speed. Yeah, just calculator things. Anyways, yeah, the cliff is slightly over. I actually gave it a canonical height. It is 6,011 feet tall. But yeah, you make it to the top. I don't know. Fallon, are you going to have the Quetzalcoatluses just drop you off and leave it there, or do you want to continue trying to use them to like speed your journey?
Well.
By the way, it wound up taking. Oh yeah, I know. I said that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I would like to rest to get the spell slots back.
Yeah.
But yeah, they can help some, I'm sure.
Okay.
They can help us find a good spot and drop us there.
So let me see. You're gonna have about that much further. Let me see here. Is that right? Yeah. Did I get that right? Okay, yeah. They can actually take a pretty decent chunk off of your journey with their flying speed. So you're gonna. So at this point, Fallon, you shout across to Iswindi as the Quetzalcoatluses temporarily land on the surface, and you look down at the water far, far below. And you just shout across to him like, hey, should we keep going? And he shrugs. Between the two of you, though, I would like, can you please make a survival check? Swindy is going to do the same. His will be with advantage just because he knows the terrain. I'll go with the first of those.
Oh, I didn't realize I hit it twice.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, but
Not
yeah,
on purpose.
he knows the general way, and you seem to have an intuitive grasp for the shape of this tundra. You sort of choose your direction and go flying off across the landscape. And in fact, you're going to travel for about 12 miles across the landscape before the time limit runs up on your mounts. So let me see here.
How long do these potions last for again?
I think it's 8 hours. All right. So, for all of the difficulty that you had in reaching the tundra, it's not half as foreboding as you'd feared. To be sure, it's cold, bone-chillingly cold at night, and the air is noticeably thin at this elevation. However, as you fly and then ultimately walk across the landscape, the day brings a few hours of relief as the sun shines brightly. It's also far from a barren landscape. It's covered in lichen and moss-dotted knolls, and there's a general lack of sort of foreboding mountains on it. Finally, though, you see some rougher terrain up on the horizon as the sun begins to grow low in the sky. And at this point, Aswindi says, "We're quite close now. Only a few miles more to go." And he points towards the roughest looking part of the terrain and says, "The place you're looking for is down in those mountains." Tirsa looks back at you all and says, "Well then, shall we rest for the night?"
Yeah, that was a long bird ride.
Nice.
I thought it was going to take us a long time.
She shrugs and says, "We made..." What? She looks over at Aswindi. "Over 50 miles today." That's based on your survival rolls. Fallon had really good survival rolls, so I'm giving you a pretty fast travel speed.
When we're traveling for over an hour, my whole party ignores difficult terrain. By the way.
Word. So yeah, so you're totally like at the doorstep at this point. Like,
No.
well, no, not literally at the doorstep, but I mean you're as close as you want to be.
I know.
within
I
the
just
day.
like the
Okay.
idea of that.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
I like the idea of saying, "Little pig, let me in." Who the hell is at the door?
Lols. So Tirsa is going to sort of look back and say, "All right then, may as well make the most of it." And she's going to cast Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion.
Say that again.
I put the spell in the chat.
Ah, okay. Mordenkainen's Magnificent. Yeah, that's why I didn't understand it.
Mordecai.
Oh,
It
wait,
makes
actually,
sense.
no, I'm sorry. She wouldn't do that because she's concerned about spell casting. My bad. So she doesn't do that.
Oh, can't Colleen do something?
I think Colleen
Well,
actually
no,
might know the same spell.
because she's wearing this. I guess what's her name's not wearing one of the fancy magic outfits.
She doesn't have the stone that you guys got from the Kalaya Isles that shields you against like passive scrying. But you see her like raise a hand as if she was going to do something, and then she stops and says, actually, no. And then she turns and looks back around at you and says, I guess we should find a place to set up camp then?
Well, Fallon, looks like we're back to camping.
All right. You search around for a little bit. There's a lack of like caves or anything truly sheltered in this area. But you find sort of a rocky ridge that you can set up against that shelters you from any wind. Not that there's actually that much. And also just has a decent view of the terrain around you, except for right behind you. That being said, you set up and you pass a fairly uneventful night. So like once again, anything that needs to be recovered, go ahead and recover it. Clean, make sure to deduct spells. Oh wait, no, actually no, you're gonna, I guess, re-exert control over undead tonight and then recover the spell slots. So you're actually fine there. Yeah, you pass the evening. You wake up in the morning. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
When we leave, could you just leave them here and lose control of them? Just
Say that like they'll live.
There's just a skeleton wandering over the tundra for the next 100 years.
Well, some of my failures. My waist with a little note.
All right, cool. So actually, let me make sure Tirsa is recovered as well. All right. So yeah, you wake up in the relatively early morning. You sort of settled in early at night. Figure, you may as well steal some of the cover of the very early morning to make your final approach. You pack up and you get going. So as you approach, indeed the terrain does grow rougher, with these crags of forbidding black rock protruding from the ground, creating a channel of jagged and twisting mountains. For a time, you navigate between them easily enough, but the winds swell in intensity the further you walk. And finally, you reach a sort of treacherous location. You stand at the front of sort of a large gully, two walls of jagged rock with the wind howling between them. And the terrain seems to confront you with a choice, either to navigate through this ravine or to try to climb over the mountain itself.
I feel like I'm fine with navigating it.
I trust Fallon implicitly.
I mean, I have like, difficult terrain doesn't bother me, and if we travel for more than an hour, it doesn't bother the party.
Okay.
And make pretty good survival checks.
Cool. Yeah, so I'll, debatable whether it's been an hour, but you know what, screw it. I'll allow that the unaffected by difficult terrain bit is active here. You all walk into this narrow valley. As you do, your footsteps seem to echo eerily off the nearby walls of snow and ice as the landscape closes in on you from either side. I need everybody to roll a nature check.
Wait, like landscapes are changing?
The music is very ominous.
This is indeed the mood:*ominous playlist.
Well, sounds like a storage trap.
So let me see here.
I could cast, man, I wish silence would follow me.
Hmm.
Does
Okay.
it?
No, it's stuck in
Centered
place.
around a point.
Well, what kind of creatures do you anticipate being
I'm a
here?
point. Could you center around me, Greg? Sorry.
Yep, no worries. So that being said, as you walk in and your footsteps sort of echo from wall to wall, Swindy is up ahead and you see him sort of stop and look back at you all. And Colleen, you've sort of started to catch on as well, and you look back at him. The two of you nod, and Colleen, you realize that there are shelves of snow and ice on either side of the canyon around you, and they are fairly fragile, so to speak. There is definitely danger of cave-ins and such.
So I have a silence spell, and it says, and I quote, its duration, assuming this is right, is just concentration. I don't know if that's true. It probably has
No, it definitely has up to 10 minutes.
Okay. Well, I don't know if that's good enough, long enough or not, but it says I can, no sound can be created with a 20-foot radius sphere centered around a point you choose. Is that something I could like put on the party and as we move, or does it have to be like a solitary?
Yeah, it's going to be centered on a specific location, like
Okay.
on the ground.
So that doesn't help. Does the pass without a trace help?
Let me see.
It makes us stealthier. I don't know if that'd make us quieter for this.
Well, the flavor of the text might reveal something.
So a veil of shadows.
A veil of shadows and silence radiates.
So the question
from you.
is, does silence mean no vibrations, for instance?
I mean,
How is sound made, Casey? Let's get into the science here.
Fallon, roll Arcana.
silence sound is via the vibration. So if there's no
I like good vibrations, so I don't like them as good as I used to.
Roll Arcana, Fallon. I'll tell you if it helps. Oh, no, sorry. Okay. You're not sure. It might help.
I'm gonna cast it anyway, but I want to point out that the flavor text that was pointed out about a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you doesn't limit itself. It doesn't say that it limits itself to the human hearing range. So if we're worried about tones,
Yeah.
Anyways, I cast it anyway.
All right.
Because I'm Arcana dumb.
You have cast Pass Without Trace.
Joyfully start skipping down the. I'm kidding.
Okay, so I presume, given that you're doing that you're all, what, are you all continuing forward but just trying to move carefully, I guess?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. That being the case, I need everybody, including all of Colleen's undead, to roll dexterity saving throws.
These fucking undead dog.
Wow, that's so cool. All right, Gamark, at least have some sort of advantage here, you bastard.
I think I got it, guys.
Okay, Gamark rolled a 29.
Casey, did I pass?
Wow.
Hey.
Yeah, 30. Is that high enough, Casey? 30?
30 is high enough. Actually, that's the DC. No, I'm just kidding.
Everyone
Alan
dies.
rolled a 28.
Campaign over.
Oh, wait, no. What am I doing with my life? Sorry, I'm just noticing I have like 3 dex saves for some reason.
What?
2?
What are you talking about?
Does sneak attack be going up for these zombies?
No, it's stuck at 2d6.
Okay.
You made it.
Fenris like 3 times.
No, that's not right, right?
But you rolled Colin Fenris twice, and you rolled Gumrock once.
Something's making me roll twice. I'm not clicking it twice. Something's making me roll twice. Because when I click Gamork, it does it once.
Click yourself again.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna personally click one time. Pay no attention to this deck save. Okay, it did it once. I don't know what to tell you.
Where is that button that shows the name of what you're rolling for?
Oh, it's by the send thing. It says as.
Yeah, no, but like when I roll, it says clean. When Fallon rolls, it says
Yeah,
worker Fallon.
on the bottom right, under the bubble where you type things, it says as, and then there's a
Yeah, but
drop-down menu.
you can just click the roll, and you can have that sheet set up to send with a plate on it. I can't find it.
Oh. Let me see. Who are we waiting on? We've got
I think we got everyone.
Tirsa, Fallon, Gamork, Kane, Swindy.
Isn't there another guy with us? Swindy, yeah.
Yeah, Colleen. And then I see 4 undead, so we're still waiting on 2 of them, I think.
Yeah. But I was trying to find the
Wait, are they all at +8? Oh, it's
well,
because
all
they
the
have
rogues
proficiency.
are.
Okay, yeah. Okay. All right, so I think I got what I need at any rate. Colleen, who is the crit fail?
That's one of the rogue zombies.
Okay. So, you walk through very carefully, not making a sound. The wind rushes around you. As you walk through it, you hear sort of a crack, and you look back, and you,
There it is.
muffled, honestly, by the sound of Fallon's spell, but enough to draw your attention. Oh, there it is.
There
Okay.
it is. It's on my face.
All the same. And Colleen, you instinctively reach back and find yourself, like, with an odd sort of tenderness, grabbing the wrist of this ghoul. You stop, you pause, you all look about. There, and actually, let me see here. Yeah, there aren't any sounds. You hear for a moment, you hear sort of a distant sort of snapping sound, but nothing ultimately happens, and you start walking again. And in a few minutes more, you are out of this gully. And as you exit it and continue just a short ways further, you start to hear sounds in the distance. A low commotion, an occasional pop or a boom. And finally, you crest a small hill and you see a fortress ahead of you, set up from its surroundings on a squat plateau of rock. The fortress itself is fairly pragmatic in its build, with walls and parapets in abundance, but it still bears a sort of lofty grandeur that marks it as a construction of the Ashal. Beyond the fortress, on the far side, you see distantly the cause of the commotion. A surprisingly large crowd of people, hundreds, if not thousands, are set up sort of in an encampment and seemingly against the tower. You can't see much of their organization from this distance, but you get the sense of sort of a loose army. And as you watch, you see distant fireballs and bolts of energy fly back and forth between the fortress and the group sort of encamped against it. It's hard to tell if anything's actually hitting home, although distantly, especially, oh yeah, you think you see, actually, wait, Colleen, do you still have enhanced vision?
No.
Oh, okay. But yeah, you do see, magic flying back and forth at the very least. And excuse me just a sec. And in one case, you do actually see an explosion. You think from maybe 2 fireballs colliding. Anyways, turning back from the action, Swindy looks at you and says, This is fortunate. When I was captured before, it was because I discovered their second entrance. We can use this fighting as cover. Follow me.
Alrighty.
Aswindi leads you down piles of rock. You slide behind him and finally land on a sort of gravel path, shielded from sight in almost every direction. So, I mean, to be clear, you're on the sort of the back side of the fortress, on the opposite side from where this loose army seems to be. You walk around and, also, like, you're in this very narrow path that, looking up on either side, the wall rises high above you. It'd be hard to see you unless someone was looking straight down on you, basically. You walk around a few bends, and then finally Aswindi stops and turns around to you. Short distance further, you'll find the courtyard and an iron door leading into the fortress. The courtyard itself was unguarded when I arrived before, but I can't say what you might find now. Once inside, though, the first doors on either side are some sort of guard chambers. The door just after that has stairs to the upper and lower levels. That's as much as I saw before. With your leave, then, he continues, this is as far as I go. Your struggle is beyond my strength. I'm pleased for my freedom and to be able to repay the favor in some small respect, but with your pardon, I would not confront what lies ahead.
Seems reasonable.
He nods and he says, best of fortune to you. And you see him turn and disappear around a bend behind you. Sorry about this.
But where has Dom been all this time?
Where has he been? I don't know.
Where's
He says,
He's in that castle.
probably.
he's leading that
He
army
kicked all
outside?
he kicked all the Ashal out. They're trying to get back in. That's the fun.
Yeah, plot twist.
Dun, dun, dun.
That'd be great.
All right. So you're standing in this path, and Tirsa says, "Well, shall we get going then?"
Well, let's.
Hold on. Are we just walking in? The
Basically, he led you to the back door.
entrance?
You would still have Pass Without Trace going, for what it's worth.
All right.
Time to.
Shall we?
We shall.
Saving the world and whatnot. Let's get to it.
Were you always British?
Or what?
Loss.
Cheerio.
Very steak. Let's go.
All right. So with that,
What's the British?
Okay. As you proceed ahead, since we have Pass Without Trace going, let's get stealth checks from everybody. Colleen, I'll let you just roll once for just all of your undead collectively. That's probably easier.
Casey's tired of looking at all those fucking rolls.
Fair.
So that's a 42.
Ridiculous.
Did I pass, Casey? My stealth? My hidden?
I will tell you that if I had a DC in mind, because with the assumption that the stealth check was important for something, you would have passed it.
I'm pretty sure technically the highest these DCs go is like 30, right? Like,
I mean, that's the
Okay.
highest that like the Dungeon Master's Guide like ever actually recommends, but you can always go higher.
I mean, but isn't 30 supposed to be like impossible?
Basically, yeah, 30 is like heroic, legendary, godlike.
And I got a 42. I think God's lost track of me.
Yes.
And it's like, yo, where the fuck did Kane go?
Where the fuck did Kane go? Indeed. All right.
Thank God he's gone. Or thank me, he's gone.
So you all walk quietly
Through the,
around the next bend. And finally, you exit into a small clearing, which appears to be swept clean and sheltered from the snows. Rock walls rise on either side to a height of perhaps 40 feet. And an entryway yawns curiously open. Inside, you can see what appears to be a tiled courtyard, open to the air, dotted randomly with tables. Piles of snow sit on some of them, but not much.
Hmm.
And you're currently so just to make the situation clear here real quick, like you've got your little tunnel that exits like this. You've got sort of a widened courtyard right here. And then there's like sort of a whitish door, and then the courtyard is like beyond this. And there's like a back wall that you can see with another door in it. It's kind of like that. The proportions aren't perfect, but just to give you the general idea. So you're currently like right here.
It reminds me of Tava's cave.
And these doors
Yeah.
are open,
Wait, say that again?
and it's just open.
Yeah, so yeah, that right. So you're currently right here. This is just completely open. You don't even see a door there. There is a door back here.
Anybody detecting any magic for us?
I turn on my magical eyes. Do
All
I
right.
detect any magic?
Let me see here. Not. Well, actually, wait a minute. No. Okay, range is your natural vision. There would be a bit of abjuration on the door. Otherwise, you would not see anything.
Hey, Colleen, there's some abjuration on the door.
Really, Kane, what kind of spell do you think might be on that door?
What kind of spell do I think it is, Casey?
Arcana?
It's an Arcana spell.
Weird.
Arcane magic. Okay. On a 17, you're not 100% sure, but you've seen standard door locking spells before, and you think it's probably just that.
It's the locking kind.
Like an arcane lock kind of thing, maybe.
Kane curls his upper lip as he says it. It's the locking kind. Foul magic.
There's no one around, right?
Not that you can see, and not that anyone detects their blind sense.
Oh yeah, can I see invisible people?
Up to 30 feet, I think.
I'm gonna wander around this place.
How thoroughly are you wandering around? Like, are you going like
I'm-
all over here and in here? Are you just wandering?
If the only magic that I'm gonna trip is on that door, then yeah. And
Okay.
I'm doing zigzag unnatural patterns so that nobody could escape my sight. They're not gonna
I will-
predict my pattern.
I will follow Fallon to make sure he doesn't actually walk into any magic that I didn't already
Okay.
see.
Are you all just accompanying Fallon then, or is anyone waiting behind?
We shall go together.
All right. So in that case, you sort of
I'm gonna have Gamork sniff some people out.
okay. For Gamork, roll perception.
I did.
Oh, I see it. Okay, cool.
Does he have advantage since it's a smell?
He does. So you wander in. You sort of first wander around the courtyard. I mean, excuse me, around like the exterior before like going through the door. And you don't really see too much. Let me see here. Sorry. You don't really see too much. As you all step into the courtyard and start looking around, though, Gamork it's kind of a growl, but it's sort of confused. Or actually, wait, let me think about this, actually.
Um,
How would Gamork react? Gamork detects a familiar smell. And starts to sort of relay that to you somehow, Fallon, softly. As you step into this courtyard, the air is sort of curiously warm and thick with mist. And as you look around and Gamork starts to sort of pick this up, you hear a whoosh and then a mighty thump from behind you. So let me switch over to this map. And as you hear, and actually at this point, I would like you all to array yourselves within this yellow rectangle, however you so choose.
See, I was going to use my potion of alter self to make myself look like one of the Ashal, and you are all going to be my prisoners. That's how we're going to sneak past every.
Is that so?
Yeah. I can't control y'all's tokens, but if you'd like me to set your battle arrangement, please hand control.
All right. Don't dare stir. Claro.
Do we need to now roll initiatives?
It will happen pretty shortly.
Is this a wall here?
No, it's just a raised platform.
All right.
Are we all good?
Stop bien.
Yep.
All right. So you hear a whoosh and then a thump from behind you, and
Alvarez.
you spin as the great gold dragon, Tavrith, draws himself up to his full height, spreads his wings, and bellows.
No, Casey.
Everyone roll initiative.
No.
Why would this make any sense?
He's being controlled or some shit.
And why did we... I thought it was going to be in the room we're in.
Right. I did too. Casey, don't make us fight Tavrith.
Okay.
Of course I roll good initiative. I don't want to roll good initiative against Tavrith. Why are you making me do this, Casey?
Is it fake?
I think he's just being mind controlled somehow.
Yes, you do.
All right. Actually, let me see. Oh, wait. Tirsa.
Find some magic bullshit that Casey's doing. Making us... he could disappear in the fucking lightning flash, so...
oh, wow. Tirsa, too?
I don't want... No me gusta.
Alright.
Wait, how the fuck did Tavrith know we were even here? What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, there's clearly something going on here. Some of you might be making good guesses.
He's not real.
Alright. So, and you know what? Actually, let me go ahead and switch the music.
Cast spell magic on top of it.
We will go with this.
Who are you, really?
So I will post this in chat.
Cool, because I'm listening to a
Oh, come on, stop it.
car commercial,
I'm sorry.
an oil change commercial. 10-minute oil change.
Nice.
A colorful botanical something.
Oil was in the car.
Oh, that's what you're going with.
What?
That's the sound you're going with.
Yeah. All right.
Oh God.
Wait, what? I'm confused.
I just got it to work and I
Oh,
heard that.
Fortuna.
Oh,
Of
yeah,
course, I'm still, for some reason, I got to listen to this stupid
yeah. Right.
commercial.
All right. But yeah, here we are. So Kane, you're first.
Do I see any magic on Tavis?
Oh, yeah, you've got that going. In fact, you would. I believe it's enchantment, but let me double check. Yes, enchantment magic is on Tovrith.
I say to Colleen, they've enchanted Tavis somehow. Get rid of it.
How
And I'm
very
gonna-
astute.
No time for sass, Colleen. Serious. This is our boy. Fuck, I don't want to fucking use assassinating Tavis. KC, you son of... I even rolled good initiative for this too. I could assassinate.
You could.
Do it.
Hold on, how does my sneak attack work? You can do an extra. I don't need to do the attack. Okay. Can I just take out my bow and then I'm just gonna hold an action? The action will be to fire at Tavis if Colleen does not manage to move whatever's happening to him.
Okay, so basically you're delaying until after Colleen. And at that point,
Yes.
you're going to be ready to fire.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna yell to Tavis. It's like, Tavis, snap out of it. I don't want to do this.
All right. He appears unmoved.
No.
Uh,
Why?
Any movement or bonus actions before we...
I'll go here. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, crap. All right.
You just fire. I'm good.
It's Gamork.
Gamork is gonna move over here behind the wall and ready to dodge.
All right.
That's it.
Yeah, everyone else, please scatter. Yo,
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. Sorry. This is a very variable playlist in terms of volume, I'm realizing.
Okay.
All right, cool. So that brings us to Tirsa, who looks at the rest of you, sort of gives the look on her face sort of says, I think this is what I need to do, basically. And she is going to cast...
This bitch.
Let me see here. Yeah, I guess she'll cast Disintegrate.
No! You fucking...
So at this point, you haven't seen this before, but she actually pulls out a flute and plays out her spell on that. And
Pied Piper bitch.
basically, and as she plays just a very short, sort of ominous sounding, just short sequence of notes, you see her point, and this thin ray of green energy sprays towards Tovrith. So he needs to make a dex save. And I believe that's going to save.
Casey is doing this right in front of us. Look, we're not even here.
Okay, yeah. Save, no damage. Because,
Dragon things.
well, he rolled a 23, and that's above
Wait,
Tyrsa's spell
disintegrate
save.
does no damage on a save?
That's correct.
What the fuck? How useless of his fucking spell is
So Tirsa is gonna see that happen. She will. Let me see here. I guess
Like-
we. Oh, sorry.
Legendary unresist.
I guess we will throw some bardic inspiration to Kane.
Clean. Okay.
So, Kane, you've got a D12 that you can use for any check or attack.
Alrighty.
Would he have attacked us if we didn't find him, being invisible?
Oh no, it wasn't that. He was going to attack you anyway. And then
Something fishy going on here.
Tirsa is going to run back to here. All right, and that will bring us to this bit.
It says layer. I don't like it.
So let me see here. Okay. Or actually, no, it's gonna do this. All right. So it can see the three of you right there. I will just choose somebody randomly. Oh wait, no, I need to actually just. Oh yeah, that's how I'll do it. Fowlin, give me a
What?
charisma saving throw.
Oh shit.
Okay. Is this that same stupid spell?
No, this is this layer action. Oh, that's fun. So Fallon, Tovrith turns to you, and you see, you lock eyes with him for a moment. You see a gleam, sort of a bright green behind his eyes. And for a moment, you close your eyes, and when you open them again, you find yourself floating in a golden sort of void. So you have been banished to a dream plane, and to escape, you have to use your action to make a charisma check contested against Fallon's.
I feel
I
I mean,
like this
against
wasn't a
Tovrith's.
I feel like this wasn't a random roll because you know I like upped my con, so I wouldn't get disabled in every fight, and so now it's charisma checks.
I rolled.
Let's just be honest with each other.
I rolled 1 through 3. I got a 2. You were second in line from left to right on our videos. That's how I did it.
Okay.
So here is you in the dream plane. There we go. All right, so that is the lair action. Let me see
Fucking
here.
layer action banished Fallon to it.
None of that's going to do any good. So hey, Fallon, it's your turn.
I guess I'll use my action to do that charisma check.
All right, so let me see.
Is
Here.
it charisma save again?
Just
No,
check.
it's just a check.
Just straight charisma.
Yep, and it's a contest. So Tovrith wins.
Because we matched though.
No, he rolled a 13.
You rolled
Oh.
twice again for some reason.
And I got a 5 both times. I'm cool.
That being said, you are going to. That is going to end on when the layer action comes back around. But for now, you are stuck in the dream plane.
Sweet.
All right, Colleen, it's you.
Fire damage in the dream plane.
No. Well, actually, wait. Let me see here. I think your body goes away. Yeah. You're like banished to a different plane of existence. So your token's still there, but like, should fire pass over that square, you will not take damage.
Yeah, that's why I assumed that was the case.
It was a pretty decent spot, to be honest.
Take fire damage in the dream plane. assume this is all of the zombies moving.
Yep.
Save.
If they're not attacking, you can do their speed twice, by the way. If you want to spread out even more.
Well, I don't know what your intentions are. But
All right.
will protect some of my failures.
What are your intentions, Casey?
I don't know. What are my intentions?
Why would you make us fight Tavrith?
I will cast
Oh,
Dispel
snap.
Magic at 5th level and plead with him that he doesn't want to hurt us, that he knows us.
Okay. Let me see here. All right. So you are going to have to make the roll for Dispel Magic.
Yeah, I figured.
And see, you notice how Casey didn't inspire Colleen. He inspired Kane. God, the music is loud.
Part of the play.
The music gets so loud on Armada.
I'm not on that. What am I on? Oh, 5G is here.
Do I just roll a d20 or?
No, it's gonna be. It's your spell casting ability, so it's
So a spell
D20
attack?
yeah, basically.
No. Is it a spell attack or an intelligence check?
No, it's a spell attack. You get proficiency for this.
I must be
Okay.
listening to something different.
Wait, your spell attack is plus 16?
Yeah. With the stuff that you gave me?
Okay, holy crap. Okay, so I think technically, I'm not going to make you roll it again. It's oh, wait a minute. No, you're right. It is an ability check. It's an ability check with your spellcasting ability. So actually, you don't get proficiency, but again, well, actually, hold on a sec. I'll make this. Let me double check what I'm doing.
That's still like a 20.
I forget what we can do with our inspiration.
Yeah, okay. So I will say this would not be high enough, but I made you do the wrong roll. So just roll an int check. That's what it is.
A 20 is not high enough?
Well, no, like she rolled a 10, and I should have only added 6 to it, not 16. Okay, so that is unfortunately going to fail.
What can I do with my inspiration?
Oh, that gives you advantage.
I have never had this before.
Yeah, you would need to announce that before the roll, though.
Okay. Perhaps next time.
Casey with his tactical deception. Tears.
Yeah.
Oh, let me just inspire Kane. You know?
I honestly didn't even think about this. So.
Sure, Casey. No one believes you, Casey. You're just trying to hurt us.
Of course.
You want to see us suffer.
Just a little.
All right.
Because you know we don't want to win this fight. We don't want to win this. We want to save our boy.
You don't want these hands.
So, Kane, this is the point where if you wanted to, you could attack.
I like that we're all not attacking in the hopes that we don't get attacked, and then we're gonna get wrecked.
It's a +3.
Except for me and the dream plane guys, I'm good. I'm gonna alter
We
self.
haven't
When I get
heard it.
back, I'm altering self to a sexy lady dragon. Take care of Tavrith real good and sneak out the lair.
Wait, was that with advantage because of your assassinate?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. And then, in fact, that does hit.
I don't think Quiver of Fire matters. So I'm going to roll it anyway.
Okay. Yeah,
Pretty
and
sure.
the flames sort of play across him and evaporate, but the
22.
the arrow hits home. And actually, is that supposed to be a crit because of assassinate?
No, it's only if you're surprised, and I take it since he jumped in on us. He's
Yeah.
not surprised.
That's fair. Okay, so 33 damage then?
Yeah, I think the last time I got surprised on something, it was your like cult leader guy
Hmm.
back under Dale's Harbor, and I was just kind of like, huh, I'm invisible. Arrow.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's dead now. Yay, rogues.
Alright, so that will be Kane's held action. And that is going to bring us to Tavrith. Well, Colleen is sort of barring the gate, so... I mean...
Don't worry. Colleen can withstand whatever Tarver throws here.
Yeah, you know.
Let
That's
me
why
see
she
here.
stood right there on the door. Goodbye, Colleen.
It was bound to happen.
Oh...
I thought you were gonna like go big and like cast it at like 8th level or something. You-
Well, unless I want to use my 9th level slot, like...
No, I understand. It's just the way you like walked up to the door. I was like, oh shit, she's about to go big. And it's like 5th level. I was like, oh.
Well, if I
I'll
don't guess
go
the
back.
right level, I still have to make the same check at the same level. So it's
Yeah,
like...
no, you're right.
eh.
No, I understand. It was just the way you like walked up, and I was like, oh shit, she's going big.
I just don't
5th
believe the
level.
toppers would hurt me. Why would he do that?
Why?
Okay, yeah, I mean, I
Is
guess...
it literally just clean?
I guess we're just gonna do this.
Oh no.
Let me
Is
see
that
here.
35 feet?
We're just gonna do this.
Is that like
So...
his big thing?
Tail whip.
Okay, no. Alright, so we will step forward as much as we can.
Clean's like, oh no.
And then, let me see here. It's gonna be like this is gonna be the cone.
You're a code.
Oh, crap. And then like that. So I think actually only Gamork and some of your failures are safe from a cone
Some
of
of your
fire.
failures.
Where to go, Gamork? Protect my boy.
And Fallon's not there.
Yeah.
Fallon's just gonna come back and see that Tarver is untouched and just everything's on fire.
Okay, so here we go. First of all, I need he's gonna draw up to his full height once again. Roar. This is Frightful Presence. I need wisdom saves from everybody.
Oh no.
Oh man. I
Oh,
don't
no,
think
he
18 fine
can't.
up
He
with it.
can't see me. God.
Oh, and
And-
actually, wait a minute. Let me check something real quick.
Keeling. Keeling.
Wow.
So what's going through Colleen's mind right now? As Tarver squares up.
Yikes.
Probably like a dog with ears slowly go back. Like, oh no.
Oh
Alright.
no.
Oh yeah. So let me see. Gamork doesn't need to. Oh, actually, wait. Does it have to be able to see them? Each creature.
She has to be able to see me to get advantage on throws.
You're talking about the frightful presence.
Right.
Oh,
I mean, I'm gonna say that ones that don't even have line of sight on Tavrith don't have to make this. So Gamork is safe. Some of your failures is safe. Everyone else has to make it. Let me see here.
18.
make it till you make it, boys.
18 is unfortunately a failure.
That's what I figured. Tarver's a big boy. Big scary boy. Oh fuck, wait. It's a failure?
Let me see. Rogue Ghoul. Oh yeah, wait a minute.
I just rolled for all of them together.
Oh, you
unless
rolled for all of
want
them
to roll
together?
out.
No, you know what? That's fine. I'll allow that. And okay, yeah, everybody fails.
Pretty much expect you to wipe them out in their first turn anyway.
Wait, a 20
No,
failed?
Don't know why I even try.
20 failed.
Yeah.
Shit. Guys.
Oh, although, did I forget to... Yeah, I forgot to up their HP, I'm realizing. Because I made them all 10 hit points higher.
Don't worry, I'll mark myself.
I mean, like, it might not wind up doing much, but
Who knows?
may as well give it to you.
You can roll bad damage.
I could. It's always possible. I can roll as low as Well, if they save, I could potentially roll as low as a 13. Oh, and actually it would be a 6 if they save. Like I could potentially roll as little as 6 damage. All right, so we've got lots of fear flying around. So basically, once again, that means you can't move closer to it, have disadvantage on attacks while it is in your sight. Oh, and ability checks. All right.
No sneak attack.
And now it's fire breath time. So, everyone who just rolled a wisdom save, also roll a dex save.
Ooh, 21. Probably not enough, but
Where'd mine go?
best roll so far.
I just clicked it. What the fuck?
Oh, wow.
Oh, there it is. Tirsa, please, for the love of fuck.
Let me see here. Clean, why don't you go ahead and actually roll out the
wait,
undead this
shit.
time? We'll go left to right.
I had a fucking
Okay.
inspiration. Fuck. I should have saved against the fear.
The fuck, ghouls?
The funny thing is, it doesn't matter. Those are all failures, probably.
Probably.
I mean, one's a crit.
Well, except for the natural 20, of course, Casey.
And let me see here. Oh, are they literally all +8?
Yeah, even the zombies and the ghouls have the same.
Okay. So, all right. So let me see here.
Zombie game.
Okay. So, and Kane, you save as well. Everybody else fails.
Yep.
So here is the damage. 59. So let's work this out real quick. Tirsa's going to be down to this. Let me see here. I think 2 of the ghouls are going to evaporate.
I mean, they might get to save, right? Oh, I don't know. Ghouls don't get that, right?
Correct. That's the zombies.
Yeah.
So this one, it was the third one, that saved. So he's only going to take 29 damage. So he's at 23.
29. Yes, 29.
Math. Let me see. Number 4 and number 5. Okay, so those 2. It's only DC 12 for the con save, so they could potentially save with 1 hit point.
All right, left to right.
Hey, they both save.
That first one kind of close.
All right.
Hey, you know, they lived.
So that's those. Okay, I got Tirsa, and then Kane, did you get your HP as well?
What about it?
Minus what?
Minus
that's
0.
right. You saved and you take 0. Wow, look at you.
Evasion.
All right.
Fire dragons don't do shit against me.
So,
Well, I believe in you.
So
That's
that
the beginning of a rap song.
I don't do shit against them either, though. So it's kind of...
All right.
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me at all.
Oh, and you know what? Actually, oh wait, no. Does she want to do that? Yeah.
Wait,
Tirsa's
can I make
gonna
a save again? Or add my inspiration to the wisdom? I forgot I had inspiration.
You know what? Sure, I'll allow it.
Yay. Casey is a benevolent god.
Let me see. What was your wisdom save to begin with?
It's like 18.
I'm trying to find it. Why can't I find it? It was an 18? Okay.
Yeah, under quiver of fire.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so that'll add up to a 26 then. So you do in fact save. You are not feared.
Yay, I need that sneak attack if I'm going to hurt.
All right, cool. And actually, Tirsa, I just remembered, she is going to use cutting words on that damage roll. So that'll just subtract a d12 from the damage. Or actually, no, does she want to do that? It might be better to just toss out inspiration dice. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, cutting words is more useful for like attack rolls.
You can use it against damage rolls.
I know. I'm just saying, like in general, like because when something does 60 damage, like
Yeah.
12 is kind of like, eh.
Yeah, I did decide against it. Okay, cool. So that is Tovrith's turn. Kane.
My friend Tovrith, you must snap out of this. I don't want to hurt you. And I'll go hurt him. I'm gonna do the. What's my movement? 45. I'm gonna go up to Tav.
Okay.
And take out Bengals.
All right.
Lightning and fire.
Look at that. I'm giving you your flanking bonus.
You right? Attack with the lightning.
I'm so threatening.
You're so threatening. The most threatening, Colleen.
Hits.
People don't have advantage.
Give your inspiration, you could have advantage.
Wait. It's too late.
All right. So that's gonna be
9
yeah,
flash range.
11.
Yeah, and then sneak attack.
So do you not use weapons anymore? You just have bracelets that shoot fire?
No, they turn into like those like you know Voldo?
Chakrams?
Yeah. You know Voldo? Like
Yeah.
the circle swords? They turn into that. The Bengals become that. They like expand and become that.
Okay, so they're chakrams that shoot. What are they called? They're like chakra something.
I don't know. What are these rolls for my fucking sneak attack though? Jesus. Yeah, and so then I guess I'll just hit him again.
All right.
Because I
Hit
have
him again, Ike.
So I have 2 attacks per attack action.
Ooh.
I will not hit him again.
Roll a d20.
What?
Roll a d20.
I don't wanna.
Because you crit failed.
Casey, I don't wanna. Casey, no.
Okay, you're safe. Yeah, you just whiff.
All right. I could Flurry of Blows him.
All right.
No, I'm gonna use a key point and take Patient Defense.
Okay, is that dodge?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
And just say again, it's like Tarfith, please snap out of it.
Roll persuasion.
Am I good at persuasion? I'm not. Can I roll deception?
No.
My pleading doesn't count as a persuasion. Ooh.
Casey.
Okay.
Casey. Casey.
Okay.
Does you have disadvantage?
For a moment, you see him kind of blink, and then you see the magic field. And actually, hold on a sec. Let me.
I got magic eyes.
And you see the field of magic surrounding him sort of crackle a bit, like almost kind of staticky. Let me see here. I am.
You are a powerful and ancient golden badass. You're better than this, Thomas. Fight it.
Okay.
Fight it, my boy.
Okay. And then the magic field surges back around him, and you see him turn to look at you. He's going to use a legendary action to make a. Yeah, he will make a tail attack against you, Kane.
At disadvantage.
Yep.
All the good that's gonna do. I should just Florida blows him. He has a giant fucking bonus to his attacks.
So it's a 28.
You know what? Funny enough, a 28 misses.
18 bludgeoning damage? Question mark.
I was gonna uncanny dodge.
Okay, that'll turn it into 9.
Or wait, no, 28. Yeah, uncanny dodge.
Okay, 9 bludgeoning.
Woo.
All right. Gamork.
Am I able to move to here?
Yeah, you can slip past him.
How'd you do that?
Met.
No, like I knew how to do that at one point, and I forgot how to
Just,
do it.
you hold down left click and then you right click for all the stop showing.
That's what it was. Right click. I thought it was like shift or something. It's right click. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I have moved to this location.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Gamork, then.
Acid. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh, all right.
Like, did he have advantage, Casey?
He hopes that it lands. He actually already had advantage. Other people are around it.
I like the target is blind until the beginning of my next time.
Beginning
Find
of
out next time.
on track ball.
Oh, he's still building the spirit bomb.
Still charging up his power levels.
All right. So yeah, that'll hit. Roll damage.
Can Gamork speak to Tarvrith with his animal language?
Can always try. So let me see here. That's going to be 21 slashing, 31. So 31 damage total. All right.
He's gotta
And
make a strength save.
yes, indeed.
I'm sure the bonus is higher than the DC,
Actually, no,
but you could crit fail.
but he does succeed.
Okay.
It is. Well, no, it's plus 10. Okay. Oh, he's blind.
Yes, indeed. As acid sprays up into his eyes. There we go.
That's a pretty good sticker. That's pretty
I'm
representative.
picturing the fucking like dog attack from Naruto now. Like Gamork just like fucking launches acid while spinning through the air.
Yeah, just like every single slash, it goes. Yeah. So, all right. Anything else for Gamork?
I mean, does he need anything? I don't know. If he's good for now.
All right.
They can make puppy dog eyes at Tarvrith to make him stop.
I don't know. So you can't see them, so they wouldn't be effective.
Oh shit, you're right.
All right. Tavrith is going to spend another legendary action to keep tail attacking Kane.
Why me?
Because you got through to him on your last turn with your persuasion check.
Does he have advantage or disadvantage based on the blindedness?
Yeah, Kane has a dodge and he's blind, so it's like, yeah, he totally has disadvantage.
Come on, Tarvrith, don't hurt me.
23?
I'm out of reactions, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, 23 hits.
Alright, he slams into you with his tail. We've got 19 bludgeoning damage.
Oh boy, that was fun. I don't
Feels
like the
good
pattern
incorporated.
forming here. 21 minus 9, 12.
I just like to know that if we snuck in, Tavrith was waiting for us.
That's so it's fishy here. We snuck in. I rolled a fucking 42.
Alright, so now we're to Tirsa.
Tirsa hears me pleading. She hears it, Casey.
So first of
This
all...
bitch.
Oh wait,
She
really?
saw what Colleen tried to do.
Wait a minute. I moved out of range? I did not mean to do that.
You can retcon it. You're the DM.
I could retcon it.
Clearly, it was an accident.
Yeah.
Um,
Come on, the music's uplifting now for me.
I was hopeful for a hot second there.
All right, wait. Let me see here. So, okay.
Now it's all dramatic. This is the
Saving throws
moment
at
of
the end of the
truth.
turn. Oh
Come
wait,
on,
she
Casey.
can do. I guess she can do this. I'm sorry.
With the old rascal. Always trying to kill us.
You old so and so.
You gold so and so.
I guess we can go for that.
I'm gonna die.
You're gonna die.
I know. I meant me. Like Kaleem's definitely dead, but like me as like a person who still has to be up in the morning. I'm so tired.
Fallon's in Dreamland.
Fallon's fucking fine. Because so was Kane, but then Kane got up close because he wanted to.
Gamork's over here
I am the
dropping.
gatekeeper. Excuse you.
Yeah.
All right, all
I
right.
am the keymaster. Are you the gatekeeper?
We're gonna try this.
There
Oh wait, no, that's range 60 feet again. Darn it! Why did I move
there's
so
only
far back?
two.
Why did I move so far back? All
I
right.
don't know, Casey. You can retcon it. If
Can you
Tirsa
not
would have
move
done it,
up? Does she not have movement?
she's
She's
scared.
frightened.
Can't move closer. I mean, Tirsa would have known better. She would have stayed in range.
What a
Tirsa's
gal!
character would know.
Well, no, it was out of range before. She's not
Oh,
gonna
you're right.
use that. I'm very sorry. I've made life unnecessarily difficult for myself.
Dana, there is only
Okay,
so.
you just create a high level caster to play.
Yeah,
What's hard about that as a DM?
right?
You already played multiple characters with abilities and things.
All right, fine. I guess I'll just use this.
Oh man.
All right, I'm gonna cast at 5th level this spell. Hello?
Mental prison.
Nope, not that one.
Hold on a sec. I'm sorry. My now roll 20 is lagging.
Esperando.
Jump Camano.
There we go.
Vitriolic Sphere.
All right. So, and she's just gonna place it where it only affects Tovrith.
20-foot radius.
So come on. Thank you, roll 20. So, Dex saving throw for Tovrith. Oh, all right. Fails. I think. Yeah, it actually makes sense to just take this. So, it's going to be 12d4 acid damage. All right, so that's 27.
4 1s and 3 4s. So slightly above average rolls. Huzzah.
All right, and because we don't have anything better to do with it, I guess I will give Colleen, your remaining ghoul has bardic inspiration.
What? Wait. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, Casey. I'm just gonna point this out. Here's to witness what Colleen tried to do last time. She saw it.
60-foot range.
Fuck. All right.
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna bend the rules just because it's annoying otherwise. I didn't bend the rules for the spellcast. Colleen, you have bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Have a d12. Like, I'm just blatantly ignoring the rules because, like, I don't even know if your ghoul can get in range to attack because it's frightened and it's just kind of lame. So there you go. That being said, then, let me see here. You know what? Let me. Yeah, you know what? Tirsa is actually going to duck all the way back here.
I mean, if she breaks line of sight, she can break the frightened effect, right?
Let me see. No, actually.
Huh.
She's gotta make the save.
Yeah. That being said, you're gonna hear her. Oh, actually, wait a minute. No, she's gonna do this now.
Do it, come on.
Do it. I'm right here.
Let me see here.
We're gonna hit herself.
Come
Now,
on.
I'm glad you actually know the movie.
does
Yeah.
that? Oh, it does. All right, nice. So then she is going to slip back over here. And then finally this. Okay, cool. All right, and that is Tirsa's turn, which brings us now to the layer action.
Save.
Later on, my wayward son.
Oh, and actually, oh yeah, wisdom save. Thank you. Does she have anything that? Oh, I suppose she could inspire herself for the saving throw, but oh wait, no. Does it have to be? Can you inspire yourself?
I don't think you can.
I mean, self-esteem.
Unless she has a thing that says it's civic. If she's a bard class, I'm thinking of she might. Because it's Scanlan's, right? Wait, did Scanlan never inspire himself?
She is
By default, no, they can't. So you'd have
she's
to check
College of
somewhere.
Lore.
I'm not sure then.
She has a thing that lets her do it on an ability check, but only on an ability check.
Okay.
Let me double check here. Bardic Inspiration. Oh yeah, it's specifically others. Okay, cool. All right. So,
Come on, big bone of whammies.
wisdom save. Rip. Very much afraid. But you know, maybe doing helpful things. Who knows? All right.
Is that
So
a 3 or an 8?
So Fallon. Oh yeah. So for the layer action, you're just going to watch as the dragon, with the acid still sort of pouring out of his eyes, in sort of a disturbing manner. He opens them all the same, and a golden light shines within them. At the same time, Fallon, you are going to come back from the dream plane.
Oh man.
All the zombies are on fire.
Well, Fallon's upset that he's not in Dreamland.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then
Right.
actually, let's.
With nice hair.
Oh no, let's actually leave that. Okay, so Fallon, it is your turn.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah, I mean, a thing just happened, but it has no visible effect at this time.
Cool. I love those. This is the best. No immediate effects.
Can I move there, or is that too far? If
You
I
can
bonus-
dash as a bonus, right? Yeah, you can do that.
Whoosh. Okay. Then, what we're gonna do is an attack, I guess, since things aren't looking good.
Oh, by the way, just so you know, you would be aware generally of the range of these kind of things. The fire breath attack is a 90-foot cone, so you're not out of the range of it, in case that matters.
Okay. Well, that is unfortunate, but that's all I got. I was gonna
Okay,
I'm
I
fine.
was only asking, like, in case you would want to change your movement based on
Well, the only okay. Well, maybe. Here's a question then.
that. Mhm.
If are these columns or something that are in the circles? Or are
No,
those
they're
like
just tiles.
oh, so it's just floor decoration?
Yeah.
Those aren't like okay
Right.
things to hide
Oh, I thought
behind,
those were
even though they're
columns.
casting shadows.
Oh well, these are like tables. You could hide behind that
Oh, they're just
potentially.
tables.
Yeah.
I thought they were like columns.
So
Okay.
did I.
All right. Can I hide behind one?
You could try to hide behind one. Yeah.
But like, if you were still,
But like if
standing
fire
there,
washes
so-
over you, it's not going to do much good.
Okay, so what I'll do then, I have like, hold on.
Get up in
Let-
here,
I need-
Val.
I'm-
give him a hug.
give him a hug.
Okay.
But from like the other side.
I'm going to I'm gonna spend 10 feet of movement, I guess. 'Cause these are
Okay.
like I can see him from here, right?
Yeah, I mean you could see him from where you were to begin with.
Okay, cool. Well then we'll just still do that flume attack that I
Okay.
did. Do I need to
Flume
reroll?
hits. No.
Okay.
You can keep that. Okay. So
Oh wait, sorry. I meant to do the I didn't I meant to do the gnome salts version.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead and expend it. That's fine.
Do I
Just expend a charge and then
okay.
just I'll take that. It's the same roll. So
Okay.
just go ahead and hit the gnome salts one.
Sorry.
It's all right. All right. DC 18 con save. And as it turns out, Tavrith has glimpsed the future and therefore has advantage on this save.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. The ability with the shiny eyes is advantage on a number of things.
I can't see right now.
But yet he glimpsed the future, even in his blindness. Okay, yeah, he saves.
He
His
had
bonus
seen
is
it.
16.
He seen it. All right.
So
Cool.
Still 11 damage.
All right. So I will use all of my. Well, I'll use 15.8 feet of my movement to go stand over there and hide in plain sight as a bonus action.
Okay.
Vanish.
Yeah.
Vanish.
Roll stealth.
Dale.
Well, wait a minute. Hide in plain sight. You have
Well, it
to.
says a vanish.
So you have to
It's
not move on your turn for hide in plain sight,
Oh,
right?
sorry. Well, let me.
But you're also just behind a wall. You can totally just
Yeah.
normally hide, so it's not a big deal.
And you're out of the cone.
Yeah, and that being said, 13 stealth. All right. You make a passable attempt at hiding. You would be hidden from many creatures. Let me see
Not this
here.
one.
At this point, we're going to keep tail thumping Kane.
I don't like how that sounded.
He also has advantage on attack rolls now, so that's going to cancel the disadvantage, so just a normal attack. 23.
Wait, has it been my turn since I did the
Persuasion?
yeah.
No,
No,
you're
it is
coming
not.
up, dude.
So my reaction's still gone?
Correct.
23 hits.
20 bludgeoning.
Alrighty.
Colleen, it's you.
What are you doing me dirty, Thomas? Do it, do it, do it, do it. You're inspired. Save Toppy. Our golden boy.
Oh, wait, Fallon, I'm sorry. When you did your flimp attack, did you want Gamork to reaction attack?
Oh yeah. Sorry. It's been so long.
10,000 years.
It's been 10,000. Damn, Gamork.
Oh wait, and I just realized attacks against him have advantage when he's blinded. I'd forgotten about that.
What? Well, I don't think anyone missed any attacks.
Yeah, like it wouldn't have made the difference
no.
for anything, but
You know what's
I
cool?
What?
The first attack that Gamork did with this was a crit, so he got the effect the very first time he used it.
It's not bad.
Let's all remember this moment.
All right, yeah.
I
So
remember.
we've got 26 damage. Man.
Jesus Christ, Gamork.
Uh,
Gamork out here bodying dragons.
all right, and we're gonna make a strength save.
Fail it, fail it, fail it. Roll a
assume he
4.
has lots of
4 or
strength.
less. It's plus 10, so 4 or less. Dang it. Alright, he has advantage too. Fuck.
All right, but yeah, 26 damage on that, and now we are at Colleen.
Save our golden boy.
I'm gonna try to dispel again at 7th level.
Okay, you do still have to roll.
I figured. But it was worth a shot.
Worth a shot.
And we were going with just intelligence
Yes.
plus some inspiration.
But
Okay.
you don't have to
Or
get
not
the
inspiration,
until after
the bardic inspiration.
the D12.
Should clarify.
Oh well, you can choose whether to use that after you see the roll.
I still want to use it.
Okay. I
Just to be sure.
just to remind you of something. Generally speaking, if I'm not pulling any wizardry, the highest DC that you would ever have to beat is 19. That would be a 9th level spell.
I really, really want it. I'll use it. It's fine.
Okay. Roll a
Colleen
d12.
would give it
It'll be-
everything she has.
Tavern.
Oh, everything she has.
Oh my
36.
god.
Such inspiration.
36. She blows that spell away.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Colleen
You-
slapped that spell with her dick.
Wait. When did Colleen become a Fuda? Darn it! Now I've got to add a tag to this video.
Jeez.
I'm sorry.
Anime related.
All right. So yeah, Colleen, you by the way, Kane, just so you know, your persuasion check is why I've been attacking you repeatedly rather
I know.
than I'm just throwing that out there.
I
Rather than
understood
killing
why.
Colleen like I want to.
I understood. You're welcome, Colleen.
So
It's like
yeah, you reach down deep inside yourself. This is a dragon with whom you shared many journeys, who you brought back from death. You do not want to allow this. You cast the spell magic, and you watch. Well, and actually, Kane, you watch as the magic enshrouding the golden dragon is completely blown away. Except
no, you son of. Don't you
as
do it.
the metaphorical,
Still blind.
metaphysical dust clears, you do see a tiny bead of it still remaining. That being said, you watch as the golden dragon's... Well, actually, he's still blinded at this point.
like 2 more seconds.
But you watch as he starts blinking rapidly, and you hear him say, "Colleen? Do you want to do anything else on your turn, Colleen?"
Hug him.
I will hug him. I will grab onto one giant paw.
Okay, I'll allow that as a bonus action.
Bonus action hug. Roll sleight of
Only it was a
hand.
tentacle hug.
And actually, let me see here. Yeah, you know what? In this momentary lapse in the spell's effect, Tavrith is going to drop the fear effect on any who's still... Or actually, can he do that at this point?
I mean, he's the one being scary.
Yeah, but now like everyone's already
You're the
afraid of
DM.
him.
You can decide.
Yeah, you know what? Sure. I'm gonna say that everyone who can see him is no longer afraid.
Dope.
So not Tirsa.
Tirsa's still behind a table.
Yeah, she can't like see the dragon now having become your ally in order to not be afraid. All right, so and on the hug, I am going to allow Tavrith to make a wisdom save, which is going to be with advantage.
Glimpse the future.
And he knows it's a real hug. And you really
No.
meant it now.
Okay.
No.
No?
Wait, does that succeed?
World may never know.
Okay. So there is that. Let me see here.
I think that failed. I think you rolled that last time and it didn't work.
Oh yeah, that's true. All right. Oh yeah, you can move undead if you like.
They're gonna hide.
Okay. For what it's worth, let me.
They're not scared, but they're kind of like, you know what? Let's just move back a bit.
Wait a
Okay,
minute.
let me-
What's
let me
the?
draw. They were here.
So it's going to be like this. So you'd need to go back behind the pink line in order to be like, if he breathes fire from his current position, the pink line is the cone.
Yes, they could technically get one more spot over.
Oh, I mean, they can dash. You can move pretty far. They could also, also that platform is not high. They could just climb up it.
Just they'll dash over to this corner.
Cool. All right. I think that ends your turn then, Colleen.
Yeah.
All right. On the dragon's turn, first we see if he regains his breath weapon.
No, KC.
He does. That is a natural effect. He has no control over whether he gets access to his breath weapon back. That being said,
No, KC.
let me see here. The spell is going to attempt to reassert itself. He is going to get a wisdom save against
I counter
this.
spell.
You counterspell what? You cannot see these. Can you see the source of said spell?
Not currently.
Hmm.
But he has advantage because of his golden eyes.
He does.
God fucking
Blind.
damn it, Tarvin.
Yeah, so let me see.
KC, why are you cursed rolls?
That is pretty cursed.
What are these cursed fucking rolls? KC?
Actually, that should have happened at the end of the turn, though. Before that, he's going to make that other wisdom save one more time. So this is to... Okay, all right. So, cool. Let me mark that. All right, so that does eat up his turn, though. That being said, Kane, you watch as that bead sort of reasserts itself, and the enchantment spreads back over the dragon. And
I look around. Do I see any other fucking magic around me?
just on the door.
Just that fucking door?
Yeah, the abjuration on the door, that's it. All right, let me see here. Tavrith is still blinded, but you watch as he draws himself back, readying to strike once again.
No.
Kane, it's you. Oh, wait, actually, you know what? It's 10:27. You watch as the dragon draws back, ready to strike once more, and that's where we end for tonight.
Fucking... I think someone's behind that door.
Monster.
I think someone's behind that door, and I'm gonna
That was
go
a
fuck them up.
7th level.
Good night,
Ninth level.
video /stream /YouTube /whatever.
Good night.